Let me ask you a question. Are you following your heart or are you following your mind? Are you exactly where you want to be right now in life? Has there ever been such thing as a perfect timing? All right, so there's this lady named Julie, just for story's sake, not actual name. And she was working out some of her goals, or she came up with new goals that she wanted to do, like work out, eat healthier, stuff like that. And when she was talking to somebody about it, she goes, "Oh, I'll do that as soon as the school starts and I have more free time." All right. So her son's school starts, little Timmy, and Timmy's in football. And then her excuse was, "Oh, I will when football season is over, just because it's taking up so much of my extra time." So then football season over, and then she goes, "Oh, the days are so short and they all have homework." All right, so spring starts coming around, the sun starts going up a little bit more, or staying out a little bit longer each day. Oh, now the kids have more sports like baseball, soccer. I'll do it in the summertime. So summertime comes back around. Oh, oh man, the kids are off. They're out of school. I got to pay for the babysitter. The baseball's still going. Oh, right now is not the perfect time. Maybe when school starts, because I'll have more time. But then football starts back up. And this is just a repetitive cycle that just keeps going on and on and on. See, excuses win. And the excuses have to stop. Because this goes on for everybody. Now, of course, it's always different circumstances. But people do it for their attitudes too. "Oh, I'll change my attitude as soon as the sun comes out." Well, goodness sakes. Depending on where you live, that sun might not come out for another couple weeks, guys. I mean, like, why do people make so many excuses just to have such a poor attitude or push off doing their goals, doing their dreams, doing whatever they want to do? They go to these jobs where they're fed up, they're sick of it, and they go and work each and every day for 18, 20, 30 years, and they hate it. And by the time that they're 65 years old, they're saying, "Congratulations, you're retired." And guess what? They never worked on any goals. They didn't do any of that other stuff. So by the time that they're that age, there's really not a whole lot they can do anymore. They didn't build up, their aspirations, dreams, and goals when they were younger. So by the time they're that old, they're always sick, depressed, and poor attitude. Do you know somebody like that who's old, crabby, cranky, and just doesn't do anything? Do you want to know why they got that way? It's just because of that, all right? See, now, I talk to people who want to be rich and want to be financially secure. But what people don't understand is you have to work 60 to 80 hours a week. I went and did a speech over at a local high school, Egan High School, and I asked the class, "All right, so who here likes working more than 40 hours a week?" Not a single person raised their hand, and that is not the attitude you need to have. You need to put your hand up if you want to have that type of financial security, because I also asked the question, who wants to be financially secure, and everybody raised their hand. Well, you're not going to get one without the other unless if you were born into money, and even then, you might not always get it, all right? I mean, millionaires become millionaires because they're hungry to get the money, and they're going to do what it needs to do. You could take all the money away from the millionaires, and they're going to end up getting it right back because they knew how to get it in the first place, all right? You know what the saddest part is? Most people are looking for pain, dysfunction, drama, abuse, brokenness. They're just looking for people to be around them in their lives that are just like them. It's sad. And if they're not just like them, they make them like them. It's pathetic. It's gross. I can't even come up with enough words, adjectives. It's mind-blowing of what people do and what people are willing to go and put people through. All right? Now, let me ask you another question. Are you independent? I know I'm not just talking about, do you have a job, do you have a car? All right? Do you live alone? Do you have anybody else helping you out financially? All right? When it comes down to it, even if you got little money, are you going to willingly put it on yourself to go get more? Or are you going to ask somebody else to help you out? All right? A lot of people are going to go ask other people. and it's what happens. All right. I don't see why or what, but it's those people who don't, and the people who push through, and people who end up getting the stuff that they get because they do what they got to do are the ones that end up millionaires, because they got to work the 60 to 80 hours a week, and they end up getting jobs that they want to be in because they're sick of working the ones they don't want to. All right. There's a nice little O.M.P, one more push. That's what everybody who's hungry, like the millionaires, have. One more push. All millionaires ever think about is, what can I do with my time? How much is my time worth right now? How much am I getting made or paid? How much money am I making per hour right now? All right. That's the type of mentality you need to have if you want to get somewhere in this life. If you do what is easy, life will be hard. But if you do what is hard, life will be easy. That speaks the most truth that I've ever heard in my life, because I always know the hardest work pays the best, usually. All right? I mean, once you're working those 80, 60-hour weeks, that's some grueling hard work right there. You're working 12 hours a day, multiple days on end. You're not getting very many breaks. And you know what we need to do is start developing repetition. Because once you have repetition in your life, you do it over and over and over again, it ends up becoming a part of you. I know Eric Thomas, he started this 21-day challenge, I believe it was. It's where you wake up and you do this, like you go work out or you take a walk or you go jogging every single day, 21 days in a row, and it becomes a part of you. All right? So why don't you develop a habit like that? 21. Just boom, 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 boom. Not a single day off, because if you take a day off, it's over. All right? A lot of people are determined to be negative. So once you talk about those 21-day plans, or you talk about starting stuff like New Year's resolution, oh, it's never going to work. Oh, my goodness, this world, oh, the weather today, I can't do it. It's just not going to happen. All right? This is what happens and ruins people's dreams, their goals, and aspirations. You ever hear about the famous saying, January 1st, you have so much, goals and aspirations, plans from these people, and as of January 3rd, I believe it is, 2 days later, and most of them are broken 80% or something like that. That's crazy. Enough is enough, guys. We need to stop with that. Put your nose to the grindstone and push forward. I got a buddy named Zach. He's doing exactly what he's got to do to get his own self to where he needs to go. All right? And I'm not talking career-wise. I'm not talking money-wise. I'm talking just straight mentally. All right? He shuts himself off of social media. He takes himself off of all of technology purposes. And this guy is wicked smart. He knows a lot about technology, but he takes himself off of it. Yes, some of it could be good and could help him, and get to where he needs to go. But he also knows it's destructive at the same time for him. All right, so what he does is he gets off of the TV, the Xbox, the computer for days and days, and he goes for long walks. I really think a lot of people should start trying to develop that habit. Just get off social media. It's really, really sad when I go into a Verizon store to fix my phone, and there's 4-year-olds in there looking at phones, iPhones, nonetheless. All right? I did security, and parents bought their 5-year-olds iPhone 6s. Like, what? Okay, I get all the security purposes and everything, but that's a little too far. I mean, when I was 8, I got my first phone, and that was the little push button, big honking phone. All right? Now, I don't want to age myself too much because I'm not that old. I just got a really crappy phone because that's all I needed. All right? We got to stop making excuses, and we got to take full control. All right? It's your fault. Your life is the way it is. You can't blame this on anybody else. May have other people screwed you over? Sure. But it's still your fault for not getting back up. And now I don't want to sit here and blame you and blame you and blame you. I'm telling you this so you can at least acknowledge it. Say, yup, I screwed up. Now how do we fix it? And the way we fix it is by taking control. We take back control. We eliminate all negative people from our life. My friend Nikki, she cleared out her whole Facebook page and has all of the positive people left in her life on that page. I mean, she's got 30 some likes every single post, not because she's popular, because she knows she's got the people on her Facebook page that are going to at least like what she says and give her positive feedback. All right. It's a lot like me. My family's not blood family. It's makeshift family. I don't have a big blood family. I've got my friend Joey. I've got Brent. I've got Dave. I've got Alex. I got Zach. I've got a lot of makeshift family that I've included into who I count as my family. And I know a lot of you people are like that too. That's why you say, oh, it's like my cousin, but it's really not your cousin. So you guys see what I mean. See, but those aren't negative people. You need to grab those people and bring them into your life. And get the people, even if they're your blood family, out of your life. All right? It's sad because we let those people take over. We let them take control, and they suck the blood out of us, essentially. All right? I've got a family member who is perfect at that. Just grabs and just pulls the life out of you. All right? It's gross. It's truly the most sad thing in the world. All right? Now, it is, like I said, your fault, but I also have faults. Now, I'm not going to sit there and blame you without not blaming myself. It's my fault that my life is the way it is, but the way I handled it was I eliminated all those negative people. All right? And it was my determination to be positive over negative. I said enough is enough because I know excuses sound best to those who are making them up. You know, you can tell your boss an excuse, but it only sounds good to you. All right? Negative people are a whirlwind, and they take everybody with them, so eliminate them from your life right now. And some of them have to go without warning. We're all adults here now. And if you're not an adult, become an adult real quick here. And eliminate those negative people out of your life, and you will see remarkable change. I promise. All right? Life is beautiful to those who make it beautiful, to those who see the beauty in it. All right? I'm sick of people saying that they're comfortable with where they are, and that's good and all. You know, you can be comfortable with who you are, where you are, whatever. But then once they do that and say that, they stop growing. And when you stop growing, you stop moving forward. When you stop moving forward, you're boring. And when you become boring, nobody wants to be around you. And we all know that's true. All right. Now, that's why I'm not afraid to spend so much money when I go up to the cities to hang out with friends and family, because they know I keep pushing myself and I know I keep growing. So I'm able to do that for them, okay? And you guys can be at the elite. You can be at the top, and I'm not quite there yet, but I'm definitely working on it every single day. All right? Hit the weight room. Work on your diet. Do what you got to do, guys. I saw a friend post on Facebook yesterday. Oh, I'm perfectly fine with who I am. I'm beautiful, and I'm perfect, whatever. No. That's good to say you're beautiful and perfect and whatever, but don't let your true conscious mind think that, because you got to keep moving forward. You got to keep pushing. All right, always keep getting better, especially if you're not where you always want to be. I know this person, one day they say they're beautiful and perfect, and the next week they're like, oh my God, the world is over. Oh my God. And I'm like, shut up. All right. Now, that's one of those examples. I got to take out the negative people. I probably got to take that person off my Facebook page, but it's all good because they're at least semi-positive too. But, I mean, at the end of the day, you can't be like that. Just be positive. It's scary of how many people are actually walking around pretty much dead. I went to the Twins game, the Minnesota Twins game, yesterday, and I said to the cashier, how are you doing today? She goes, I'm okay. How are you? I said, I'm super fantastic. And she looked at me like I was, and I was like, no, well, I'm sorry that, you're not doing that good. Why don't you get a new job? Why don't you go do something else? It doesn't make any sense. Why are you so down and depressed? Okay, even if stuff isn't going right, we make these small things into big things when we don't have big things at all. And what the scariest part is, these small things that we're turning into big things, we're turning them into even bigger than our big things. All right? It's childish. It truly is childish. Now, we can all change, and we can all get better. And even I myself, even Les Brown, even Eric Thomas, even all the rest of the motivational speakers, Tony Robbins, we're all working on getting better. Well, we're trying to help. We're trying to help, giving advice, because we've been down that path. Now, I'm not saying that you're not doing good. I'm not saying you're not making progress. All of us are at different levels. You eliminate the bad people, because there's no such thing as perfect timing. So we got to make sure that we take full control with that too, if we can. We got to be determined to be positive, not be negative, because the negative people are a whirlwind. We got to say enough is enough. We got to take it back, all right? We got to be independent. Now, heart versus mind. I touched on this at the very beginning. Follow your heart before you follow your mind, because if you follow your mind, you will only do what you know. But your heart wants to do what the mind doesn't know. All right? Now, for a lot of you, that is travel the world, and it's a beautiful thing. See, but your brain also says, no, because all I know is this area. And we can't do that to ourselves. Or a good example is, your heart says, hey, why don't we start eating healthy? And your head goes, nope, all I know is this junk food. All I know is junk food. Let's stay at home, not do anything. But your heart says, come on, let's go. Let's go, come on. All right? Like I said, if we do what is easy, life will be hard. And if we do what is hard, life will be easy. We got to stop making excuses. Now remember this, O.M.P. One more push, one more push, one more push. Because effort is progress. And if we put in one more push, so that pretty much means one more progress, one more step forward, life will become easier later. And we always want the end of our life to be easy, because our bodies will not be able to keep up if it's hard. We always know those old people that are just walking around. I've got a few of them that were in my family. I know. Stop looking for pain and dysfunction. It's not going to do you any good. Now, if you're doing jobs you don't want to do anymore, find new jobs. All right, people are hiring. And if they're not, go to school. Got to do something, right? Remember, you got to work 60 to 80 hours a week for years on end just to get to where you want to go. And if you can't work the 60 to 80 because you're going to school, that technically qualifies as work for you. All right? Now, I love you all. I will talk to you again later. And I really hope you liked this speech. That was exactly 19 minutes. Goodbye.